Better help. Get a
I
psychiatrist.
would rather be skinny than fat. Can the agreement step forward?
Not skinny. Smaller. This bitch. I don't like this bitch in the red.
Yeah, see, he thought about it.
I think there's a lot of different struggles.
That's the first thing she said this whole
being
thing.
A bit bigger, and I have a sister that is very she's 400
the mic.
pounds, and she struggles a lot. She has lymphedema, and to shower is really, really hard. So I do think for an overall happy life and zero struggle, I think I'd rather.
Well, that's an extreme version of fat, though.
That it is common in society to want to be skinny. I think the average person typically wants to be skinny. I'm actually surprised that I see.
Okay. It depends. Now, her sister, the girl's sister.
Yeah, no,
that's an extreme
tough.
version.
That's very tough. That's a disease, yeah.
Yeah, you're sick. But
I'll say this.
I don't want to be skinny, but I also don't want to be this size.
Yeah, the goal is to be healthy.
Yes.
Healthy, and okay. I feel like people have some weird conception with skinny and aesthetically pleasing.
Right.
I don't think anybody really wants to be skinny. Mm-mm. They want to be aesthetically pleasing.
Right.
So they want the muscles. Yeah. They want the look.
Abs,
when that doesn't even necessarily have to be skinny. Like Chris Hemsworth is not skinny.
He's not a skinny dude.
Brad Pitt in Fight Club, not skinny.
Yeah, right.
Like skinny is like
her scrawny.
No, skinny's like Michael Cera.
Yeah, Michael Cera.
Scott Pilgrim. McLovin, the dude playing.
Yeah, he's skinny.
Yeah, like that's skinny. I don't think anybody's like, I want Michael Cera body. Like, no offense to Michael Cera, he's a great actor, good dude,
and he get holes.
But yeah, he gets holes. He got to
crazy.
Smack Rihanna's ass in that one movie,
Multiple
but he had to
times.
get smacked. Yes, yeah.
That's a fair trade.
That's a very fair trade.
A consensual fair trade. Now, if he would have just been wilding, that's different.
That would have been different. I don't think anybody wants to be skinny more than do they want to be more accepted and or feel better. Mm-hmm. Like internally, not feel like you're hurting doing regular stuff,
shit,
not breathing hard, walking up and down the stairs.
Like before you get to the point of you can't shower properly.
There's other things.
That's an extreme, and that's another thing too, because I've talked to my dad about this too. Mm-hmm. I feel like people just think fat and they automatically think, oh, you're sick, you can't do anything, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I'm fat. I know everybody say I don't play basketball. I play basketball frequently.
Yeah,
and I'm not the greatest, but I'm not terrible either.
Yeah.
So it's just like I can run if I needed to run, probably not fast.
Yeah, there's functional fat.
Functional fat. That's a perfect example of that. Yeah. I'm leaning towards out of that. That's why I need to stop it.
Like I don't want to be as skinny as old buddy in this video. The one dude that I made the joke
sick,
about.
Bro. He looks sick.
I made that joke about. I would like to be aesthetically pleasing. So like Michael B. Jordan in Creed and or Black Panther is what I would like to magically be if I went to sleep and woke up in the morning. That would be amazing.
Even not as ripped, because Shannon is ripped, but Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
That's like...
He's not skinny.
He's not skinny at all.
Chad Ochocinco's not skinny.
Them niggas not skinny. Yeah. They're just in really good shape. Yeah. Because if they started eating today,
I don't want to be skinny, but I would want to be in shape.
Yes, in shape and aesthetically pleasing.
Yes,
that's the R&B take.
I don't think anybody in this panel is in shape.
No, definitely not. If I told Shorty to run, she would not be able to run out of there.
She could probably run. She has a runner's body. She might not be able to lift something.
I don't know, man.
I'm also
I feel like she gonna get just as tired as my boy right here.
I kind of wish I.
Oh, he big. He a big boy. He's 6'6".
Finding clothes and things like that when you're bigger, both ways can make it really hard. So if I was skinnier, at least that's one less thing I have to worry about. But also, I've got.
Well, you still got to shop at Big and Tall, buddy.
And I'm taking care of them. And as you pointed out, I definitely think that I'm at less health risks if I'm a skinnier person, if I'm a healthier person in that capacity, and I would much rather be that so that I could be around for my kids longer.
Can the disagreeers please step forward?
He almost bumped into her. He was like,
he said, my fault. My fault, gang.
I had the most body insecurities when I was small. I was constantly living in fear of gaining weight and having people tell me, "Oh, don't."
It's got to be crazy for women.
What you
Because
mean, like
And once I
being bigger?
finally gained weight,
being bigger or
I
skinnier.
realized that
I feel they
first off,
get
life wasn't
like
easy. I
one
didn't feel
extreme
any
they get
need
called
to
out for, the other
not
extreme they
engage
get
in
called
life
out
the
for.
previous way that
They
I
gotta
had,
sit in this like
and the attention that
middle
I got
ground,
was
basically.
different,
That's fair.
but
Thick
being
enough
a
to be
smaller
thick, but
person
small enough
needed
to
that
not be big.
attention. And rather than
That's because
trying
of
to
like
control my
dynamic
body
changes too.
to
Because back in the
avoid that
day,
negative
being skinny,
attention, I
that's
would
what people
prefer to
wanted.
Yeah.
address the
And now
situation
you kind of got to be a little.
society,
You got that little
make it
junkie
more
trunk
accessible for
now.
everybody to
So
wear.
it's
I don't know
like,
what- I would have cleaned up in the early 2000s.
oh yeah, I'm like, he said you was. He said you was what, babe?
She's pouring her heart out. So if we're gonna be making jokes, we'll just pause it here. But nah, yeah. If going back in time, 90s, early 2000s.
Oh yeah, I'm going crazy.
I would have had them on each arm. They would have been like, "What you doing with them bigums?" I'm like, "If you don't want them, pass them over here."
First of all, these are 2 meals.
Yeah,
What you talking about?
call me the thigh hunter.
And I,
Call me the thigh
I'm
hunter.
about to go. I'm about to get smothered. Fuck are you talking about?
If she ain't got a back, take her back.
Yeah, cause now I'd say 30 years ago, having ass wasn't
Yeah, it wasn't.
the way it is
Yeah.
now. Now,
Well, it was like jokes in movies to say like your butt's getting big.
yeah, right.
I'd have been
And
like-
now it's like,
I'd have been like,
shit.
you what?
If I could count
Don't do
it, because I was a bit bigger. When
You've
I
done
was
worse.
younger, and that's when I
They
was,
haven't seen it in this video.
looking for
You
me.
gotta go back.
I'd have family members that were skinny, but then I had
Oh my
friends
God.
that was much bigger, and just the way that I perceived myself, I hated it, and I even became anorexic to like not.
Oh shit! You got a part 1 and part 2 it,
Fuck yeah, we're gonna have to.
or part 4 it?
4-part, yeah,
6'5".
4-part series.
I'm 140 pounds last time I
Okay,
checked.
wait.
So-
Okay, I'm saying I know we keep pausing. 6'5", 6'6", y'all niggas need to be in the league. What are y'all niggas doing?
Yeah, he said 6'5", but he said
he said he was
140.
6'6".
6'6", 140.
He said he was 140.
Yeah, severely underweight.
That's actually scary as fuck. You can't.
He's Jack Skeleton.
But y'all niggas should be hooping. Y'all listen, even you, Rick, to a certain extent. But we've talked about this. I'm sorry.
I'm only 6'2". I'd be a guard, maybe. I'd be an undersized guard.
No. 6 feet is the cap. So you be just a regular average guard.
No, Steph Curry is how tall?
He's 6'3". You be around him. So I think if you are above 6'1", you should be doing everything you can in your adolescent years to get to the NBA. Because being 6'1" and up, and if you're over 6'3", you're just bullshitting.
That's fair.
You're
I'll
just
give you that.
6'1", you should be trying. 6'3", and you should be bullshitting, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's fair. I'll agree with you on that.
I am fairly skinny. I'm 6'5". I'm 140 pounds last time I checked, and I'm severely underweight.
That's
And
scary,
I know
bro.
about this on a day-to-day basis. That being said, I don't know where I'd want to lean at an appropriate weight level, but I think it's important to understand for some skinny people, we're not living a great life by any means. And sometimes I feel like that's always kind of lost in translation when they see someone who's really skinny.
I guess it depends on what you mean when you think of the term skinny. Are you thinking of just like an average weight person, or are you thinking of
But-
how you are now?
I'm the average weight for like women in America.
And, like,
So
like, that's
if we're talking about an average, like
I'm
I'm
not sure. Shorty the red not agreeing. It look like you not agreeing either.
Hey, me and Shorty the red twins right now. Because what the fuck are you talking about?
How much you weigh?
She didn't say, but
Let's look up let's fact check her. What's the average weight of women in America? Because we do with all the women in the world.
that goes down drastically. America's a different conversation. The average weight of women.
Yeah,
in
it said
America.
average height first. I almost clicked it.
No, you're
That
crazy.
shit got heavy.
That's not even that big. No, okay, all right. Before we say it, comment down below what you think the average weight of
And
women.
then comment if you think she's that weight.
Yeah, comment what you think, and comment if you think she's that weight. All right, you did it. Cool. Pause it. Do it. All right, you did it. It is 170.8 pounds. Now, Rick, respectfully, to this beautiful woman.
Yeah.
She is not 171
I plead the
pounds.
fifth. I plead the fifth, but grab a scale.
I don't need. She shorty in the green with the Tig-O's. I'm gonna call her Tig-O because I don't know her
Don't
name.
do that.
Tig-O. Your titty's not 170 pounds. So I know you not 170 pounds, and I mean that with the utmost
No,
respect.
she lied through her teeth on that.
I think she meant just like from day to day seeing people. I could agree with that, but I could agree with that more. Let me say
There
that
we go, yeah.
I could agree with that more, but based on that, no.
Sorry, it was like Milner.
171 is small.
Yeah, it is.
Closest. If your biggest priority is to be in
Yeah,
a smaller
no,
body.
guys, these ain't 170 pounds. These is like 200 right there. This is most of the problem.
All right, let's keep going with the
The
video.
rest of her probably like 200. This is 200 right. This 100 right here.
All right.
This 100
Leave
right
this poor
here.
woman alone.
You need to reassess your priorities.
Yeah,
'Cause
not focus on health.
Yeah.
And the immediate tie between skinniness and health, like you emphasized, there is such a gap between the research, because the research has a huge fatphobic bias in it, and
That's
there
true.
has been research that shows that they aren't, even especially during, let's say, COVID and the correlation between obesity. They rushed through those studies so fast because in society's mind, oh, of course a fat person is going to equal someone who's going to get sick faster, is going to get sick easier. It was an easy jump. So they didn't do all of the testing that they were supposed to do. They didn't check their bias.
So
They
if
didn't
by
check.
saying the study is biased, you're saying that the study didn't account for the variable that obesity may also take a factor into. It's just that there's so many variables in humanity that these pharmaceutical companies can only account for so many during their trials. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're biased. However, if you want to talk about bias in studies, actually recently we've been doing the opposite. So for instance, a lot of our studies have been based on BMI, and so we've been showing that, oh, fat people aren't necessarily extremely unhealthy if we look at people with a certain BMI. However, bodybuilders also have a really high BMI, and so they get
It's kinda
counted
like what
into
we
that
just said,
category.
yeah.
Until it wasn't until very recently that they equated for that mistake, and it shows, oh my goodness, being fat is actually extremely unhealthy, like way more unhealthy than we ever realized.
You can't gauge health by looking at somebody.
Yeah.
Like none of my health issues, all of them precipitated my weight gain. But I always get assumed, oh, don't you want to be skinny so that you don't have a cane anymore and you don't feel the way you feel? And it's like, no, 'cause
That's a
I'm
crazy bar to
I'm
say to
always gonna
somebody
feel
in
it.
public. That's a
Like,
crazy.
I
fucking
fell
bar.
into
It's gonna
that.
deteriorate. It's gonna
I said
continue.
again.
America has an
I'm no better than an average man.
R&P moves, R&P groove, ayy. Yeah, I've been in the R&P mood, ayy. Oh yeah,